Hey, what's up, Tiger Nation? Welcome into the Volleyball pregame show presented by Alliance Insurance Agency out of Mankato. Appreciate their support. We are here to get you ready for tonight's big volleyball game. I can't wait. It's going to be the Bethlehem Academy Cardinals coming to our town in their season opener, taking on our Stewartville Tigers, baby, coming in 1-0 after a big win over the Big Nines Rochester Mayo Spartans last Thursday. In terms of Bethlehem Academy, they come in from the Gopher Conference. They are also participating in Section 1A. In 2024, they were 16-15 overall, played a lot of tough competition, but in conference, how about this? 9-1, which helped them be co-conference champions of that Gopher Conference with Kenyon Wanamingo. We played them last year at their house. I believe it was the second game of the season. Stewartville won 3-1. Bethlehem Academy went into playoffs. They won their opening round game against Southland, and then in the section semifinal, unfortunately dropped a 5-set thriller to Kenyon Wanamingo. That ended their season, like I said, 16 wins. Head coach Christine Botham, she graduates 8 players from last year's team. She does have 6 returners, which we'll see tonight. And then you talk about our Stewartville Tigers, baby. It was a clean sweep for our Stewartville squad. Here are the scores: 25-12, 25-15, 25-20. You can't win them all if you don't win the first. Let's go. And you know, in Tiger Nation, when something like this happens, we have a Tiger Nation national anthem, baby. We'll bring it up here as soon as I can get the phone working. Here it comes. Yes! Way to go, Coach Sammy! Coach Petersohn, bringing it home. The Tiger Nation anthem, baby. That plays on a level 10 every time we win, and it happened. Unbelievable. We played so well as a team, let me tell you. Coach Sammy Petersohn had these girls firing on all cylinders. They look fantastic. Fantastic. Average 11 kills per set, 37% kill percentage, 9 aces, 9 blocks, 49 digs, and 31 set assists. Can you even fathom that type of performance? Huh? Can you? Let's run down some individual performances from the Mayo game in our season opener. My girl, your nightmare, our very own Dream Petersohn, picked up where she left off last season, and that is playing like one of the best players in all of the HVL. I talked about her consistency, and she made me look like I know what I'm talking about, and that isn't easy. All my girl Dream did, all she did, she swung 10 times, 0 errors, 8 kills, 8 for 10, 8 for 10. Dream, those are Hall of Fame numbers, baby. 80% kill percentage. Get out of here with that. 8 kills, 2 blocks, 2 digs. Love watching Dream play. And by the way, just like if I were ever to run into LeBron James, when you get a chance to take a picture with one of your all-time favorites, you take that chance and you run with it, baby. Here we are, the Dream Team, they call us. Actually, they don't call us that, but people should. Dream and me, the Dream Team. Nice ring to it, if you ask me. There's my girl. Can't wait to watch her in 2025. Next up, Ella Theobald, who dropped some absolute nukes on the Spartans Thursday. 7 kills from all 3 spots in the front row. She can hit from anywhere. Led the team in blocks with 3. She also had 2 digs. This girl is probably the most powerful hitter in all the HVL, and she is not only able to hand us a point with each swing, but the energy she infuses into the gymnasium with those powerful spikes is something you can't put a price tag on. You can't do it. Best right side in the whole conference. Believe you me. Unbelievable. If you want to talk about who really showed out on Thursday night, I think you got to put Spencer Nagel in that category. The sophomore was uber impressive, especially the first 8 or 10 points of the match as she took over early. Ended her night with 8 kills, 38% kill percentage on 21 swings. Good for second on the team. Also was second in digs with 9. She had a big block too. Big block. I love those. Sometimes big blocks are better than big kills. Awesome, just to stuff it back down. Nagel firmly entrenched herself as the #1 outside hitter for Stewartville. And good news, we have 3 more years left with her. Thank you, Nagels. Unbelievable. The surgeon, Matilda Dube, she was operating on Thursday night from that middle position. Dube ended her night with 5 kills, 38% kill percentage. She had 2 aces, 1 block. But what Tilda doesn't get credit for is the number of times that she alters swings from the other team. She gets her hands on almost everything coming over the net. She slows it down even for the back row to kind of just set up our attack. Really, really good job up there defensively at the front. She served really well too. 94% serve percentage on 18 serves, accounted for 13 points while behind the line. And let me tell you, you can see it here in this picture. Absolutely love the new Dube look with the tape on the fingers. I actually might start doing that. It likely won't help me hit a volleyball as well as Matilda, but maybe run a better broadcast for all of you out there. I don't know. We're gonna get them on there. We'll see what happens. Awesome. Sydney Klar. Sydney Klar started her season with 8 attacks, 2 kills to go along with a block, and 2 digs. She came from the right side. She looks solid over there on the right side, spelling Ella Theobald. 2 outstanding seniors from over there, that underrated right side. Love seeing that. She brings that energy, baby, and it's only going to get better and better with more time on the court. Talk about a coming out party for a new face on the varsity court. The youngest of the Theobald dynasty, Clara, the freshman, went out and was an absolute beast from the service line, accounting for 13 points, 3 aces, which led the team. And then as a setter, distributed the ball very well, leading the team with 17 assists, and then also threw in 5 digs. Running a 6-2 with Langseth. Great to see Clara step up like she did. Speaking of Langseth, water is wet, sky is blue. Abbie Langseth looked outstanding on the volleyball court. 13 set assists, 4 digs, 2 aces, accounted for 11 points while serving, and just the leadership shining through on the court. Just the leadership, picking teammates up, bringing great energy. Awesome to see that in her final season. That I think is the main take-home point. You look to see when seniors graduate. We had a lot of good seniors graduate last year. Who's going to come in and fill that void in leadership? Number 12 right here. Love seeing her on the court. You saw it firsthand. Leadership isn't always about telling, other people what to do or bossing your teammates around. And if you know Abbie, that's not her anyway. But the way Langseth was able to pick her teammates up, maybe after a hitting error, maybe a dig that went off somebody's arm, and just able to keep that energy up, stay positive. We need that out of our senior setter, and she delivered for us in a big way. I think 2025 is going to be special for Abbie Langseth. Hard to replace a girl like Kate Clavetter, but Reagan Middlestash showed she's up for the job. The libero led the team with 13 digs, 4.3 digs per set, 18 times she was in the spot for serve receive to get our offense started. And you heard the results of our hitters before. You don't get that without a good back row play. She also dropped 2 aces in the match after running 50 aces in her sophomore season from the service line. Speaking of good back row play, how about another newcomer to varsity, Ella Theobald? She was solid in the back row. She had 6 digs, but what is underrated, and I think what she does so well, is after our setter is taken out with the first hit coming over the net, Leah stepping in and delivering that set or pass to our hitters is really, really good. She excels at that. I think it's one of the underrated things that Theobald brings to the court in that back row. It actually feels like we have a very capable second setter on the court with Ella Theobald out there. Fantastic to see. Another newcomer to the varsity court, Claire Bunny, had 2 kills on 6 swings with a dig as she got her first varsity action at outside against Mayo. So that's 1-0, baby. We'll take it. Can't win them all if you don't win the first. Looking at the schedule, big win in the season opener. And then tonight, we're going to try to go for number 2 against a really good volleyball program in Bethlehem Academy before we start our road trip. It'll be tomorrow against Leeward, and then Thursday on the road against Lakeville South, which will be another big test. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's all I got for you here in the Tiger Nation pregame volleyball show. It's presented by Alliance Insurance Agency of Mankato. Stick around, though. We will be back in just a few minutes for the start of this non-conference game between the visiting Bethlehem Academy Cardinals and my favorite team out there, baby, the Stewartville Tigers. Stay tuned. You will not want to miss the greatest show on hardwood. Shank with a nice serve. There's Sylvia. What a beautiful play! Theobald back out to the outside. Nagel. There's Leah, pops it up. This is exciting. Ella Theobald says try to bring that one up, though. You keep fighting body, and then head. It reminds me of my catching days when it was dark. Dube, the surgeon! Gonna swing away. That's gonna go back set to Sydney Klar. Cross court! Klar with the kill. A lot of Ks.
rivalry is renewed.
These two teams do not like each other, and you got to love that.
I can feel it coming in the air now. Oh Lord.
Monday Night Football, let's go!
Us versus them, survival. We must win, it's tribal. My team like Ken, by any means necessary. One head-to-head with adversaries. Nothing is given, so we gotta take it. It's 4th and inches, so we gotta make it. Can you feel it?
What a catch! To the end zone, got it! Sideline, touchdown! Unbelievable!
Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to Eagle Rock Bank Gymnasium in Stewartville, Minnesota for tonight's non-conference matchup in high school volleyball representing the Gopher Conference from the Faribault area. It is the Bethlehem Academy Cardinals taking on our reigning Section 1 3A champion Stewartville Tigers out of the Hiawatha Valley League. I apologize. I'm Adam Peterson. I apologize. My timing was just a little bit off. I missed the first point, but it is 1-1. We are pumped to be here. Sammy Peterson brought us home a win against Mayo last Thursday, and we're going to see if we can make it number 2 at home here tonight. The starters, we'll run them down for you. Aubrey for Bethlehem Academy, might call them BA quite a bit, or the Cardinals. Aubrey Brown, Michaela Dienst, Kira Dreyer, Briley Becker, Sarah Tobin, and Chloe Harold. For Stewartville, it is Spencer Nagel, Ella Theobald, Ella Theobald, Matilda Dube, the pre-mentioned Matilda Dube with the hammer right out of the gate on cue. Leah Hebel's in the back. Reagan Middlestat wearing the black jersey for our libero. Going in for our middles, as you see, Dream Petersohn enters. Petersohn and Dube, the middles. Outside hitters are going to be Nagel and Sylvia Husenfeld. The freshman tonight gets the nod. And then right side, it's going to be Sydney Klar and Ella Theobald. That one's going to be long, and Stewartville takes the lead. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I apologize again. There was some internet issues, kept dropping it during the pregame, and that also delayed that pregame show and the subsequent videos, and we were just about 10-15 seconds off from the start of the game. Hopefully you'll stick with me. Just the second volleyball broadcast we've done here on the new system. And Tobin sends that one deep. You talk about this Bethlehem Academy Cardinal team. They're out of the Gopher Conference. They actually were co-champions with Kenyon Wanamingo last year after going 9-1 in conference, 16-15 overall. They played Stewartville at their place last year. I believe the second game of the season as well. And Stewartville won that 3-1 as Theobald goes back set to Big Sister, and she puts it through the block for another Tiger point. This is the first game for Bethlehem Academy. They graduated 8 seniors last year, including outstanding setter Anna Cohen. You had Anna Tobin, Morgan Wilson, Liv Glumek. This one's going outside. That one's Heisel. Big save there by Becker. Dream with the swing there. Outside again. Here comes the double block. They try to tip, and they get the job done just up and over the double block. That was Heisel, Madeline Heisel, the senior. Last week, Stewartville opened up their 2025 season with 3 straight set win over Rochester Mayo Spartans. This one goes to Petersohn. Does a good job of staying out of the net. This one's going to come over right in the middle. Reagan Middlestat with the dive. Pushes it outside to Nagel. Nagel pushes it over. Big swing. That did touch the blocker, though, as The Cardinals will get another point and cut the lead. Tigers 5-4. That 3-set victory, just domination from Tiger Nation. Mayo against the Mayo Spartans. Stewartville 25-12, 25-15, 25-20. Nagel gets it up to Ella Theobald, who goes out back. Oh my God! She has a family, Ella. Absolute missile. When Theobald swings, you might want to duck and cover. Wow, what a way to start for Theobald. She takes a seat. Klar comes in for her. And it looks like the Cardinals' strategy is going to go to try to go up and over that double block with tip. We've seen them score twice on that now in the last couple points. Dienst is going back to serve, the sophomore into the game. Peyton Eckert, senior front row hitter. Nagel up to Langseth now in. And Dream's going to put it down. She went down the line too. Got it. Nagel back to serve. Libero fields that one, comes outside. Eckert. Middlestat easily fields that one. Langseth is going to go outside. And there's Sylvia Husenfeld. The freshman is going to show her potential, and I'm sure Nebraska lit up their living room when they just saw that, as Husenfeld is the future and now present of this Stewartville Tigers program, as, like I said, only a freshman with all sorts of talent. Right in the middle, Nagel puts it to Langseth. Langseth back to Sydney Klar with the kill. Sydney Klar going with like a stretched out bubble braid today. I believe only 5 bubbles in her hair. Almost goes to her knees, it seems like. I don't know how she throws a softball with that. We have the video zoomed out just because we're trying to catch as much court as we can. Great job there by Sylvia to redirect that right down the line away from any players on the Cardinals team. And Stewartville now up 10-5, first one to double digits. Nagel still back to serve. She had an outstanding game against Mayo. 8 kills, 38% kill percentage. She had 21 swings, also 9 digs in the back row. There's one of them right there. Langseth is going to go middle to Dream. Dream just gets underneath that one, sails long. And point goes to Bethlehem Academy, 10-6 Tigers. Sylvia gets it to Langseth. Langseth's going to go middle. Dream gets the job done. Sometimes taking a little speed off it is all you need as Dube comes in. You see the finger tape. I'm actually wearing some myself. We're not going to get me on camera. I feel like I'm stepping up my broadcast game with the Matilda Dube taped fingers. Got a picture with her before the game. Got a shirt saying, "The surgeon will see you now." Matilda Dube, MD, the surgeon, and you'll see why over the next, I don't know, hour here in Tiger Nation, why we call that. Klar gets it over to Langseth. Langseth outside. Sylvia! Good dig there by Becker, and it's going to be free. Nagel sets it up, gets it to Langseth, and boy, Matilda Dube's coming with a whole head of steam. Langseth gets it to Reagan. Reagan's going to have to come back to Sylvia. Does a good job of staying out of that antenna. She kind of clenched her teeth. Not happy with the swing, but the point all counts the same. Good adjustment with her body up in the air as she's able to put that one away. 12-6 Tigers. Middlestat goes back. 50 aces last year. 2 aces in the opening game match, if you will, against Mayo. Sylvia gets it over to Langseth. Langseth is going to go back to Klar. And Cardinals were in the net. Big thanks to all the people out there watching, as well as the ones that offered feedback with the Mayo game. New system, still learning. Reagan goes short, and it's an ace! Straight out of the deck, 17. And that's going to be a timeout for the Cardinals. Stewartville running up an 8-point lead here early in set number 1. Good time to take a little break. Thank our sponsors. Not a break, but just send them across. And while we're doing that, I'm going to can't believe, I didn't have instant replay going for Ella's. Very upset with myself for that. Ella Theobald hit an absolute hammer there in the first set early. You'll have to rewind it on YouTube. I know I will later tonight. What a swing. Ella Theobald from the right side. I call her the most powerful right side hitter in all of the HVL. Heck, it might be all of southeastern Minnesota, maybe even the entire state. Look for her to have a special year. Incredible athlete, state champion in discus. Here are all our sponsors you see on the TV right now, or phone or computer or whatever you're watching on. Just want to give them a big thank you. Without them, we could not have gotten all the equipment to run these broadcasts the way we do. So a big thank you to them. Very generous Tiger Nation. A lot of great families in that group. So we got instant replay running, and we'll just wait for the Tigers to do what they do. Usually that's special. Middle stat, the lefty. They're going middle. Dube sends it back. She says, not on my watch. Matilda Dube, our best blocker, let me tell you. From 2024, she led the team with 79 blocks. 79. Nobody better at blocking than middle hitter, Matilda Dube. Middle stat, still serving. Klar gets it to Langseth. Langseth goes middle to Dube. Cardinals able to get a hand on it. They're going to go back set. Oh, another big block. And the Tigers take that point, and they are up 10, 16-6. And you can't see that because I forgot to put the scoreboard back on, baby. Middle stat, just off the edge of your screen. Maybe I can turn the camera a little bit to get more of our side. Bear with me, don't get sick. Middle stat, pops that one up. Langseth goes outside to Sylvia. Good dig there by Heisel. Middle stat, Langseth goes back row to Nagel, and she can hit from anywhere. Just a sophomore. Spencer with the spike. She has elevated her game over the last 2 years. As an 8th grader, we saw her on varsity. Didn't get a lot of time, but was able to practice. Then last year, inserted into the varsity lineup. And now this year, our #1 outside hitter. And we still got 3 more years of her, baby. Love that. Big block there. You can't get anything by Dube. She's a human wall. See if we can bring that back. Oh, I was too late hitting the... That's all right. We're going to get better. We're going to get better, team. You saw the transition, though. That's something new. That one, Sylvia and Matilda go up, but I don't think it ever got over the net. I don't think anybody gets credit for that one. I mean, with the way Matilda's playing right now, though, we might as well just tack it on her. Middle stat's going to need to ice her shoulder after all these serves, and she got another ace. (20-6) as Stewartville has been a freight train here in set number 1. Becker tries to cut that one down the line, like down the net, I should say. And that's another timeout for Bethlehem Academy as they're trying to stop the bleeding. 21-6 as Stewartville is just flexing their muscles right now. Last week, I talked about that big 3-set victory over Mayo. Just a great all-around team performance. I thought Dream Petersohn played outstanding. 8 kills on 10 swings, 0 errors, 2 blocks, 2 digs. Ella Theobald, I mean, her kills should count as 2 with how hard she swings. Reminds you a lot of the velocity that Hurricane Prano used to bring back in 2019. Theobald, 7 kills, 3 blocks, 2 digs. Spencer Nagel, you saw her get a kill from the back row. 8 kills, 38% kill percentage, 21 swings, 9 digs. Dube, 5 kills. Also at the serve line, 18 serves, 94% she was back there. Klar, 2 kills, 2 digs. Ella Theobald, great coming out party for the freshman. 17 aces, 5 digs, 17 assists, 3 aces, 5 digs. Abbie Langseth, 13 assists, 4 digs, 2 aces. Reagan Middlestat, 13 digs. I believe that led the team. Also had 2 assists. Claire Bunny, we saw last week, had 2 kills. On the court now for Stewartville. Middlestat still serving. In the back row, I believe, is Langseth and Nagel. And then you have Dube, Husenfeld, and Klar in the front row. Theobald's just chomping at the bit, trying to get back in that front row, but Middlestat's having a heck of a run here. They try to take that down the net area. I'll have to ask Coach Sammy what I can call that. It's not down the line, because that would be kind of the sideline. He's going to have to critique my performance. It's only my second volleyball game calling, so... Look at this Middlestat, just finding that sweet spot. How many aces does she have? Probably about as many as a deck of cards. I think that's 4 for her. Sometimes a little finesse is all you need. Sometimes precision beats power. That's what Conor McGregor said. And there's one with a little more juice on it. They're going to set that outside. Sylvia is going to pop that one way up. Langseth goes to get it, gives it back to Sylvia. And, oh, good dig there. Here comes Klar, going to readjust. That's going out. Klar goes up as the ball was coming over, and she just redirects it towards that middle spot that they love to dump it. 24-6, and as is tradition in Stewartville, set point, everybody stands. Middlestat has served, I don't know, the last 47 points, it seems like, as she's still back there. And here comes a free ball. No, it's not going to make it over the net, and Stewartville takes set number 1, 25-6. Incredible. Incredible. We're going to take a little break here. I'm going to grab a drink of water, and we will be back with set number 2 in just a little bit. We're back. Second half. Come on, there's not halves in volleyball, Adam. What are you talking about? Adam Petersohn here on the Tiger Nation broadcast, presented by SYAA. Huge supporters. Couldn't thank them enough for getting us over the finish line. getting behind this broadcast so we can highlight these incredible athletes. 25-6, just a freight train. More of a bug against the windshield there in set number 1. Ella Theobald darn near sent somebody to the hospital. Reagan Middlestat needs to ice her arm or shoulder between sets as she ran off about 342 serves. But we're going to see the starters back out there in the front row. Ella Theobald, Matilda Dube, the surgeon, MD. Sylvia Husenfeld, the freshman. Another freshman, Claire Theobald, will be the setter. Spencer Nagel, Dream Petersohn in the back row for now. I imagine libero Reagan Middlestat will be coming in for Dream as soon as they check everybody's position. That first set, sweeter than a snickerdoodle buntlet that they sell at Nothing Bunt Cake, which reminds me, Brooklyn's birthday today, 16th birthday. We got buntlets at home, and they did not have any snickerdoodles. We had to go with the Snickers and the red velvet. So thanks to the Buckmeyers for having such an outstanding business. Here comes Claire Theobald. She's going to start us off the first serve of the second set. Big swing. Good job by Spencer as it went off the block. That goes outside to Sylvia. She gets a good swing on it coming back to the net. They just couldn't handle it. Husenfeld really settling in over there on that outside hitting spot. Younger sister, I believe Genevieve Husenfeld, great soccer player. You'll be hearing about her in a few years as soon as we can get broadcasts out to Schaefer Field for soccer again. I imagine she'll be seeing varsity time sooner rather than later, as the genetics, the athletic genes in the Husenfeld family are strong. Back to serve for the Cardinals. I don't have number 8 on my roster. Could be Delaney. And whoever it is gets an ace. Oh, it's, yeah, number 8. I don't have that on my varsity roster. We'll have to make sure Bethlehem Academy updates their varsity roster for the upcoming games. This is their first of the season. Theobald to middle, Dube. And she puts that one away. Tied up 2-2. And Sylvia Husenfeld going back. I believe this is the first time we've been able to watch her serve, and I'm just raved about her jump serve. Love to see it. She was outstanding last year as an 8th grader. Does a little jump hop. Coming with some gas on it. That's going to be dumped right in the middle. Theobald, Clara going back to big sister Ella. Makes something happen. Oh my goodness, what a save. It does go out though. It must have missed the line by only about 4 inches. Just threw her arm out there. And was hoping for the best. And that's what you got to do when Ella Theobald swings. Either that or cover the moneymaker your face. Here comes Husenfeld with her second serve. Tough to handle. And the Cardinals are unable to do it as number 15 is going to go one more time. Stewartville 4-2, set number 2. If you're just joining us, Stewartville rolled 25-6 in set number 1. Big thanks to Scott Spencer down there, inputting into the Daktronics scoreboard. That's how we have it on our system, that and the generous donor who got us the score bug. This one's coming over free. Dube goes to Claire Theobald. Theobald outside to Spencer Nagel. She rips it. Cardinals do get a hand on it. They're going to come all the way across. That was a tough one to hold. Claire Theobald middle. Matilda Dube. Surgical. Puts it in the exact right spot. Tigers up 3 now. As Husenfeld's on a nice little run here serving. Just a little bit long, missed it by maybe 8 to 10 inches. Had some extra juice on it, and I don't know if she knew if the fans were on or not. Did not play the wind on that one, and that's okay. Outstanding rotation there as she railed off 3 points for us from the service line. Into the game, Leah Hebel in the back row will take over for Sylvia. Leah played outstanding last week as a back row player. Now we got Middlestat and Hebel. This one comes up. Dube does a good job staying out of the net. They're going to swing right away. There's Hebel getting it started. Clara goes outside to Spencer Nagel. Spencer Nagel rips it. Big block by Tobin. Lefty there from Ella. What can't she do? They're going to try a slide. And just a great play there by Tobin working off that far side. Good back set by Dienst. And the Cardinals close the gap. It's now 5-4 Stewartville. Got some messages. Appreciate the feedback. I will say that the score on the right side, I don't know how that comes through on Daktronics. We're still kind of working through the kinks, so I apologize for that 25-6 score there on the right side for set number 1. Don't know how to fix that yet, but we'll look into it. Second thing is they were asking about crowd audio. I purposely, here comes Ella Theobald. She rips that one. Big kill there by Ella Theobald. Here comes Klar, sets it outside, and Ella just takes it cross court, and it goes into the student section as the Tigers go back up 6-5. But you were asking about the crowd audio. Last week had a lot of trouble with the Mayo crowd, them yelling, and so I turned off the shotgun mic, chose not to add that because it just creates a lot of background noise. Sometimes the crowd noise will come through my microphone, which is okay. But right now we don't have the shotgun microphone set up, just to be careful about what's being yelled from because we are so close to the visitor side crowd. I don't know if that makes any sense, but we're just kind of filtering it out purposely. Theobald puts it outside. It's going to be a free ball over to the Cardinals. Nice swing there by Heisel. Madeline Heisel, 5'8" senior. There's Middlestat setting it up. Klar goes outside to Nagel. Nagel goes to rip it just a little bit low for her liking. She got off the court, or got off the floor awfully quick, and that ball was just sinking a little bit. But they regroup. 8-6, Bethlehem Academy leads this. After losing the first set by 19, the Cardinals showing a lot of fight here in set number 2. Middlestat, perfect pass, gets it to Dream, and it's a quick one through the double block as Petersohn gets the job done. 8-7 Cardinals. Here comes Langseth in for Ella Theobald. Klar in for Clara Theobald. You'll see Klar on the right side. Langseth will go back to serve. We run a 6-2, which means we do rotate through 2 setters. Langseth off the top of the net, just like she planned. Here comes Middlestat. She hits it outside to Nagel. Nagel, a little tip. Finds the open spot, and the Tigers tie it up. Langseth with the jump serve going long, but the Bethlehem Academy brings it back. They're going to set that one low. Here comes Middlestat outside to Nagel. Nagel tries to spin that one down, and it just goes long. Not enough English put on that ball to drop where we needed it. Cardinals up 9-8. Set number 2 here in Tiger Nation. Tomorrow night, volleyball will be in action. They go on the road to face the Rochester Lured Eagles. I believe Bethlehem Academy's next game is in Hayfield, I believe, on Thursday. Here comes Klar. And we got a net violation on the Cardinals. And Heisel getting a little practice swing in there. 9-9. Husenfeld comes back in for Hebel. Got her back row rotation. And Nagel will be back to serve. Oh, it comes over. What an incredible play there by Dienst. Middlestat sends it back over, and now the Cardinals reset. She's going to go back. And Caldera is unable to get that one over the net. Student section giving her a hard time. It's neon night in the student section, as you can see. Pretty good crowd, even for school not being in session yet for Stewartville. Dienst brings it back. And Middlestat gets it to Langseth. Langseth outside. Sylvia with a big swing. And point goes to Stewartville. The Cardinals have had that a few times where they're able to dig it However, they can't get the second and third hit to make its way over the net. Nagel with the jump serve. Libero fields it, comes back, big swing, and we got a net violation on Stewartville's side. (11-10), still in favor of the good girls. That's, if you're a Stewartville fan, that's us. And that serve goes into the net. 12-10, we got some libero action. Dream Petersohn comes out. Matilda Dube goes in. And back to serve is Reagan Middlestat. Familiar place for her after set number 1. Just off the top of the net, Heisel gets it over. Here comes Langseth, back middle. Dube! Hammered that one. Great set. Puts it down where nobody's standing. My girl, MD, Matilda Dube, makes it happen. Langseth and Dube have been working together for a long time. You can tell. They know what each other's thinking. Langseth with the perfect quick set. Oh, good job by Klar to keep that alive. Middlestat comes back. Sylvia's going to take a swing on that. And she gets the kill off the blocker and right into that open center that the Cardinals left. 14-10 Stewartville. Middlestat still back there. I feel like a broken record. Dienst. Ooh, Nagel was thinking about if that was going to go long or not, then kind of hesitated. Tried to throw an arm out there to save what she could. Back to serve. Kier Dreyer, I believe. She's the libero. I think it's her. I don't think it's Pavic. Husenfeld. Somebody's in the net. No? Must have been the ball that hit it that hard. Langseth out to Sylvia. Sylvia with the kill via. Husenfeld doing awesome on the outside. She's really finding her rhythm over there. Keeping the ball in the court. Getting good swings on it. Ella Theobald back to serve. 3 aces last week against Mayo. The last of the Theobald dynasty. McKenna, Parker, Ella's out there. And then Clara. Oh, good set there by Ella Theobald. Trying to get an assist here early in 2025. 15-12. Stewartville. Cardinals able to cut the lead to 3. And this is the Cardinal I don't have on the roster, number 8. A long floater, Middlestat, able to pop that up to Clara. Clara outside to Ella. Ella! 3-6-9, right down the line, Theobald. I'm assuming they do that in the backyard. Clara to Ella. (16-12), but that one should count for extra. When Ella goes up to hit, everybody collectively holds their breath in the crowd, as they should. Husenfeld back to serve. Oh my gosh, what a killer serve! I told you it was good. You didn't listen. Or maybe you did. Either way, she proved me right there. Just dropped off the table as soon as it passed over the net. There's another one. Just a laser beam. Sylvia, 2 aces in a row. Dealing. You're going to split those in blackjack, I believe. For all you above 18 and 21-year-olds out there listening. Oh! 3 aces. 3 in a row. The old trifecta. 19-12, and they're going to try to break Sylvia's serve. Full Court Custom Apparel apparently sponsoring every ace. And they hate to see Middlestat and Sylvia tonight at the line. Or maybe they don't. They're such big supporters of Tiger Nation. Doesn't matter to them. We got some great businesses here in Stewartville. Full Court Custom Apparel. Obviously, the Down Under, the wing night on Thursday, Sriracha Bourbon. Yes, please. I'm a big fan of their Jalapapa Burger. That would be Wednesday night is burger night, I believe. They make a delicious Roy Rogers. If you don't know what that is, it's a Coke or Pepsi with grenadine. It's essentially like a Shirley Temple, but with Coke. My favorite. Drank several of those on Thursday night, and there's so much caffeine in the soda that I was awake till like 1 o'clock. Maybe it was also because I was so excited for how good our Stewartville volleyball team looked. It was either the Coke and the caffeine, or it was our Stewartville volleyball team, or maybe a little both. Could have been a little both. Husenfeld back to serve. Stewartville up 7, 19-12. She was going for 4 in a row there. Bethlehem Academy says, I don't think so. Middlestat over to Theobald. Theobald middle. Oh! Dube! We have the best middle hitters in the HVL conference. I'm telling you, dynamic duo of Dube and Dream. And there you saw Matilda put it down right in the middle court of the court. 20-12. We got 5 more to go. And we'll see if Sylvia can run off all 5. Just outside that far sideline. And here comes the substitution. Lee Hebel in for Husenfeld, who had a great service run there. Happy to see what she brings to the table. And also happier that we have 4 years with her. Obviously, Claire Bunny checked in as well. I see her out there. Matilda over to Clara. I'll tell you in a little bit. You saw that ball spinning. Don't ask for it. They get the spike there. I believe that was Tobin. You saw the ball come off spinning off Clara's hands. Talk to Coach Petersohn, or actually he informed me because I'm still learning a lot about volleyball. Minnesota State High School League changed that rule. Last year, they would have called that a 2-hit. As long as you don't go over the net with it and it stays on your side, that's not a call anymore. So she can spin it all she wants to her outside hitter. It's not going to get called. And there's Claire Bunny. Puts it down with her first swing of the night and gets the kill. 21-14. And here comes my girl, Dream Petersohn, in for the libero. They're kind of switching around. Here comes Ella Minnick, is now going to sub in for Dream. Ella, one of our juniors, who's a middle hitter. Matilda is the one serving. It's going to go up to Tobin off the... Oh, good dig there by Hebel. Clara comes back to Big Sister. Oh, what a block with the hammer. Oh, Clara says, I'll take this one, Big Sis. I know I let you swing, but here, I got a little something up my sleeve. Clara with the sneaky little set over. Couldn't have been better. You know Amy taught her that. It wasn't Bernie. Amy taught her that. Oh, Matilda says, let me try one of those aces I've been seeing tonight. Full Court Custom Apparel. Dropping another $1 or $2 into the bucket. Cardinals trying to set something up. Down 9. Oh, just barely makes it over. Tries to get over to Bunny. Bunny able to make a swing on that. That's something she does so well, Claire Bunny, the junior outside hitter, is she's able to adjust her body, get hits on even, passes that may not be ideal. I think that's where she really excelled last year as a sophomore. Here comes Dube. Set point. She floats that one over. Heisel gets it up. There's Tobin with the big swing. Big block. I don't know if it was Bunny or Minnick. That one goes right to the middle. Great dive there. Oh my gosh, Hebel, what a save. Clara over to Bunny. And we got a point here. You're going to have to earn it. Oh, Theobald just sends it back. He says, don't bring that to my house. Ella Theobald ends it. They try to bring it over, and she says, no, I'll just send it right back over. We don't need you than this one, Clara. And the Tigers win it. Going back to that Ella Theobald, boy, she gets off the court quick. And she laughs at it. Well, it's still harder than I can hit a ball. We go into set number 3, up 2-0. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. I got up here the week ahead in Stewartville as we're between the second and third set. This is actually a little bit old. Saturday football had their scrimmage against JM. Boys soccer, I believe, beat St. Charles, if I'm not mistaken. Girls soccer was on the road against Caledonia. I think they dropped that game tonight. Girls tennis at Northfield. Boys soccer is at home against La Crescent. Volleyball, you see here on the Tiger Nation broadcast tomorrow night. Boys soccer is home against the Cass-Manaville Comets. Start time 4:45. They've been playing well. I think they won their first 2 games. I know that first game against Schaefer Academy, I think they won 11-1. I want to say Cole Kropp had some goals. I believe Charlie Berger had 4 assists and 1 goal himself, putting up all sorts of points. He was the player of the game, but boys soccer playing really well. Girls soccer is at Cass-Manaville. I believe the start time 7 p.m. there. Volleyball, like I said, will be on the road against Rochester Lourdes. Thursday, busy day for Tiger Nation. We actually are hosting the boys and girls cross country meet over at Bear Cave. It's the Bill Klomsky invite. I think it's been like 50. No, don't quote me on that. I was going to say 51 years, but that seems like a lot. Either way, that starts, I believe running starts at 4 o'clock. JV, boys, girls, varsity, they're all going to be running over there. Tennis also at home against Cannon Falls. Start time 4:30. That's girls tennis. I'll try to get those results, as we get more familiar with the flow of the schedule and getting as much as we can in there. On the road, 3 of our teams. Girls soccer is at Loyola Catholic. If I'm not mistaken, that's in Mankato. Football is up against on the road in week number 1. This is our season opener. It's a Thursday night game against Benilde St. Margaret's. And then this volleyball team that you're seeing tonight is going to take their show on the road against Lakeville South. I would imagine that will be a tough matchup. The Lakeville schools usually pretty good at sports, and I would imagine it's no different for the sport of volleyball. That's what we got coming up. Get out, support our athletes. I don't think there'll be any more broadcasts. It doesn't look like it. Nope. Everything at home. The tough part is I was planning to do boys and girls soccer, but I don't know if they're going to be playing on Schaefer Field this year because of the new grass. That's all still up in the air. Don't know how Schaefer Field is taken to the new sod. I think that's kind of flexible. We're finding out on the fly. Hopefully football can make it in week 2. I'll wait for word on that from Coach Muller and the staff. But we're coming back here for set number 3. I'm going to make sure I try to get the volleyball schedule on here at some point so you guys can see what we have coming up. Maybe I don't have it. I don't know. Doesn't look like I have it. That's okay. If you watched the pregame show, you saw it. 3 games this week. This one tonight. Tomorrow against Lourdes. Thursday against Lakeville South. All right, we're going to start set number 3. Aubrey Brown's going to start us off serving for the Cardinals. You're going to see some new faces on the court, new starters. There's Sylvia from the right side. And now she's going to switch over to her natural outside position. Clara's out, so Reagan's going to have to dump it back to Sylvia from the 10-foot line. What a swing there by Husenfeld. Now Tobin misses that one. Great swing, right side and left side by Sylvia in that first point. So let's run it down. Claire Bunny on the outside. Ella Theobald, Matilda Dube. That's your front row. Reagan Middlestat, Claire Theobald, and Sylvia Husenfeld in the back row. Husenfeld serving. 3 straight aces in set number 2 for the freshman. And I jinxed her. Boy, is her dad going to be upset with me on that one. Don't talk while Sylvia's serving. Briley Becker the senior, now serving for the Cardinals, puts that one deep. Sylvia's going to handle that. Claire goes outside to Claire Bunny. Claire Bunny from the 10-foot line. They get a hand on it. They're trying to get it over. And again, like I said, they're able to keep the ball up on those spikes. However, just out of rhythm, getting away off position is hard to get it back over. Stewartville leads 2-1. A good swing there by Heisel. And she's going to get the kill for Bethlehem Academy. Bethlehem Academy, co-conference champions with Kenyon Wanamingo last year in the Gopher Conference. They're in Section 1A, so smaller school, smaller enrollment. I think maybe mid-100, maybe 150 or something. Claire's going to have to take that one over. No, she saves it, and then Ella Minnick gets the kill. I believe that might be her first varsity kill. Mom Julie over there with a big smile. Great adjustment there by Claire to keep it on our side of the net, and then Ella able to finish it off. Klar, Bunny, and Minnick in the front row. Langseth, Sylvia, and Reagan in the back row. Here comes Langseth with the serve. Stewartville up 3-2. They're going to go middle. We got a double block. Langseth, great dig. Here comes Middlestat over to Langseth, or back to Langseth. Ooh, big block there. I think that was Klar. Langseth is going to go outside to Bunny. Bunny gets a good swing on it through the blocks over to the student section. Good swing there by number 6, Claire Bunny. 4-2 Tigers. Set number 3. They're up 2-0. Just went off the side of Langseth's hand. You don't see that too often. She has been fantastic for us over the last several years. I believe she has the most varsity experience. Last year in 2024, 30 aces for her, 95% serve percentage. So that's why I say that's abnormal. 463 set assists, 31 kills, 254 digs. That's Abbie Langseth, the senior. She went over 1,000 set assists early last season. Langseth is going to have to keep that one on our side. I believe they got a net call on the Cardinals. Great job there by Langseth to keep it in. It was almost reminiscent of the Theobald to Minnick. That one was Langseth to Minnick keeping it on our side. Either way, point to the Tigers. Hebel comes in. You talk about how talented our servers are. Hebel is one of them. It's going to come outside to Eckert. And that's going to be 4. 6-3 Tigers. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Those that have offered feedback in terms of the audio or video quality. Video, I know it's maybe not the most zoomed in at this point. I'm running the whole thing by myself, which is okay, but also keeps the whole court in view. Here comes Middlestat to Klar. They're going to give the point to the Cardinals. 6-4 Tigers. Back to serve is Madeline Heisel, the senior. She's probably had one of the more impressive performances for the Cardinals. Up, Minnick throws that one over. Good set there by Langseth. Langseth last time had the pony with the straight hair. Now she's going with like what do you call that? Like a twisted bun? She's keeping us on our toes here in the hair watch up here. Just like Klar with the long bubble braids, I'll call them. Natalie will probably correct me later on what it's actually called. A nail and hair connoisseur, my younger daughter. Middlestat back to serve, the lefty. Oh, that one's a laser beam. Langseth, good dig for her. Middlestat comes outside. There's Klar, tries to rip that one. Just a little bit on top of it. And the Tiger lead is cut to 3. Tobin re-enters, Sarah Tobin re-enters for the Cardinals. Libero comes back in. Taking a seat will be Chloe Harold. I think that's Pavic. I don't see a number 4. I don't hear Dreyer. I'm not sure. Not as familiar with Bethlehem Academy roster as I am the Stewartville roster, and you know I love my Stewartville Tigers. Every sport, every athlete. And the fun ones to cheer for are the nice ones, let me tell you. Ones that are good at sports as well as being sweethearts. And we got a lot of them on this volleyball team. A lot of cool parents, too. A lot of fun to hang out with. It's going to be a good season. Hopefully they don't kick me, Craig, and Bernie out of the group chat at any point. They might. They might. We're really testing the line. We're putting our toes right up to it, just waiting to see when we cross it. But so far, so good. As another ace for the Cardinals, and they have tied it up. At 8, they got a little life on the Bethlehem Academy side. Like I said, last year it was a 4-set. Stewartville won 3-1, but Bethlehem Academy was able to steal a set from that section champion team from 2024. That featured girls like Kaylee Learman and Kate Clavetter. Langseth, great job to bring that one back. Sylvia's going to take a swing on that. Gets the job done. You thought maybe with the first pass it wouldn't work, but Langseth does such a good job of saving that and putting it into a spot that Sylvia could get a swing on it. And Husenfeld says, I'll do the rest, ladies, as she puts the Tigers back up. The lead 9-8. Ella Theobald comes back in. The freshman. Speaking of which, big thanks to Bernie for getting us some snacks. He's got these delicious apple snacks. I don't even know what to call them. I don't know. Ella Theobald puts it down. You know when Ella swings, it's almost an automatic replay. Middlestat does a good job setting her up. Ella finds the spot, 10-8, Stewartville. Theobald with the jump serve. That's a tough spot to return. It's going to be free right in the middle. Middlestat pops it up. Ella Theobald goes over to Sylvia. Sylvia's going to run off one leg, trying to make something of it. Unable to do it. That's okay. Bethlehem Academy gets the point. And into the game comes Aubrey Brown. I believe she will be serving. Taking a seat is number 7, Peyton Eckert. Becker, Tobin in the front row with Dienst, the setter. Matilda tries to tip it over. It's going to be a free. Oh, how do you pass it that well? I don't know. Middlestat took a swing on it. They've been trying to cut it down that net a few times tonight. Hasn't really worked. Stewartville, I think, is covering it pretty well anyway. Hebel's going to check out. Claire Bunny is subbing in. Getting quite a bit of time on that outside hitting lane. I think Nagel is taking a seat for most of the night. I think just Sammy Petersohn doing a good job of kind of working some other girls in, getting them some varsity time on the court. They work hard during the week with practice. And if he gets the opportunity to give them some experience, I appreciate him putting them out there. Husenfeld back to serve, up 3. The Tigers are trying to make it another 3-set early departure from Tiger Nation. Tobin pops that one up. They're going to go right over. Sylvia gets it to Clara. Clara's going back to Big Sister. Ella, good swing. They got a hand on it, though. I think Dube got a little block on there. Clara goes outside to Bunny. Bunny with a great swing. This is a nice little volley between the Cardinals and Tigers. And here comes Clara middle. Dube says no more. Did I catch that one fast enough? You might just catch the end of that swing. Yep. Sorry, guys. Missed that one. Maybe I do need an 8-second replay. I keep missing it because I'm watching the game. Trying to run the camera, trying to run the computer, trying to call the game. I definitely aren't. I'm not keeping stats. Oh, good effort there by Sylvia to try to dig that one. But it falls to the floor. 13-10 Stewartville. Sammy Petersohn, second-year head coach for the Tigers. Came in, set the bar real high by going to state and placing 4th last year in 2024. Theobald to Dube. Good save there by Becker. Oh, big block! How many blocks does Matilda Dube have? More than a Lego factory, I'll tell you that much. You'll see this one right here. Her timing, how quick she gets off the floor, and then to stay out of the net is impressive. Old number 9. And she's back to serve. Rewarded for her work at the front row. They're going to try that slide. Just gets through the hands of Minnick and Bunny. as the Cardinals are going punch for punch here with the Tigers. Dube comes off. Middlestat comes in. (14-11) Cardinals. Stewartville. Sorry, I was looking at who was going to be serving there. Sarah Tobin. Oh! Quick set. And Ella able to get that one over the net in a hurry. Nice little quick back set. And Ella does the rest as she's going to be taking a seat now. Langseth comes in. Klar comes in for Clara. And Langseth is going to be back to serve. Ooh, big swing. They got a hand on, I believe that was Minnick. Langseth is going to go back row to Sylvian. Wow, I love how she glided into that spike. There's Bunny. Also gets a swing on it. Dig by Langseth. Middlestat goes over to Claire Bunny. Deans, good job getting it in the air, letting her hitter have a shot. Here comes Langseth, dumps it over right in the middle. Our setters twice now have done that to perfection. Abbie Langseth, soft touch, there it goes. Saw it out of the corner of her eye. Big swing, good dig there by Langseth. Gets over to Middlestat, goes to Claire Bunny, tries to run it down the line, goes off the blocker, and a point for Stewartville as they are starting to extend this lead, 17-11. Here comes a timeout. 6-point lead for Stewartville. You haven't seen them as much tonight because Coach Peterson's doing such a good job of getting other players in there, but look at some of the stats that we are seeing coming in from 2024. Dream Petersohn, 229 kills, 2.4 kills per set, 41% kill percentage, 55 blocks, 45 digs, and one of the biggest sweethearts you'll ever meet, one of my favorite players. Our Dream is the other team's nightmare, I say. You've seen her hit the ball pretty hard tonight. Ella Theobald, 253 kills last year, led the team, 2.8 kills per set, 37% kill percentage, 45 blocks, 88 digs. You got Matilda Dube, led the team in digs, blocks with 79, also had 190 kills, 88 digs, 94% serve percentage, 27 aces. I think we have the best middle hitters out there, and I know I'm biased because I'm a huge Tiger fan. The other girl that you've seen, Abbie Langseth, the senior, 463 set assists last year, 4.7 per set, 254 digs, and a great at the serve line. Speaking of which, 30 aces last year. Let's see if she can rack one up right here this year in 2025. And I feel like I called my shot there. Langseth. No stranger to the aces. Langseth with another tough one. It's coming over the net. Bunny sends it right back. Good save there by Becker. They're going to set this up, though. Here comes Langseth to Minnick. Minnick stays out of the net. And just enough. Look at the body control from Minnick here to be able to stay out of the net. And we have a couple substitutions. Brooklyn Peterson coming in for Sydney Klar at the right side. And then Quinn Krause, the freshman, coming in for Abbie Langseth in the middle of her serve rotation. Great to see the seniors sacrificing for some of the underclassmen. You see them on the bench. You got Dream sitting there. You got Abbie Langseth going to the bench in the middle of her serve. Really appreciate kind of their being great teammates. Here's Quinn Krause with the jump serve. That's going to the back. They bring it back. Middlestat over to Krause. Krause back set to Brooklyn Peterson. Brooklyn Peterson with the kill! My favorite player on her birthday, baby! We owe Krause a bunt cake. Look at the excitement from the team. You love to see that. I know I do as a dad. Krause's still serving. And there's a ace for Krause. As we see a lot of the practice players that drive this first team, these number ones, they push them in practice, and you're seeing them get rewarded. We have enough depth on this team. I've said it before, to have 2 varsity teams run out there. There's Krause. And we're going to get a free ball here. It's going to go Middlestat. to Krause. Krause to Minnick, and Minnick fires away, but it's called out. Boy, that was close. We'll see. Coach's head was in the way. Either way, we trust that the refs have a better look at it than we do, but great to see Minnick swinging for the fences there. 21-12, Stewartville. Middlestat. Sylvia might bring this back in. What a save by Husenfeld. She might be off the screen. She was that far away. It's coming over. Minnick puts it off Seven's face for a point. Incredible job by Husenfeld to bring that back in. One-arm save from near the wall. And watch Minnick. That's not very nice, Ella. In the face. Here comes Hebel. We got a young crowd out there. We got a young crowd. This is beautiful. Little slide. Krause puts it over. Brooklyn is going to set that one right to the middle. Here comes Middlestat, pops it over to Krause. Krause's going to go outside to Sylvia. Sylvia's going to put that in the middle back row. Oh, gosh, Brooklyn almost landed on that ball. Do not need any ankle injuries. 23-12, but you look at this. You got Hebel serving, she's a sophomore. Middlestat, a junior. Petersohn, a sophomore. Krause, freshman. Husenfeld, freshman. Minnick, junior. Sorry, I should apologize to Leah. I was talking while she was serving. 23-13. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I forgot to put the scoreboard back up. I apologize for that, everybody. Got so excited with all the substitutions, new faces. 23-13 is the score. 2 points away. Leah gets it to Krause. Krause goes middle. Ella Minnick hammers it. A Minnick to win it, baby. And it's Ella variety this year instead of Kylie. And here comes Olivia Hamilton onto the court. Subs in for Ella Minnick. Another one of our juniors. She's a middle hitter, Hamilton is. Middlestat back, 24-13. This is match point. A little throw. Good save there by Krause. Leah brings it back. Middlestat's just going to dump that one over. Live to play another day. They're going outside. They try to run it down the net. It worked that time. Sylvia. Oh my gosh, what a save by Hebel. Krause puts it over. This is an exciting point. Oh, Petersohn gets a block, able to save it. Leah goes outside to Sylvia. Sylvia's going to try to end it. Good dig there by the Cardinals. Krause's out. Middlestat goes outside to Sylvia. Sylvia's just rearing back, letting her fly, and that's going to do it. A Tiger win. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 25-13 is the final score there as Stewartville break out the brooms once again. It is a clean sweep as Stewartville now is 2-0 in match play, 6-0 in sets. Unbelievable. I don't have stats, just run it across the board. Absolutely everybody contributed tonight. Everybody got on the court. Great job there by Coach Petersohn, taking advantage of the depth of his roster, getting everybody out there. Great to see the excitement surrounding this Stewartville volleyball program. Love to see it. A lot of great girls. And you like to see good people. Good things happen to good people. You like to see that sort of success. That's all we got here for you. I appreciate you tuning in to the Tiger Nation broadcast here. It's another win for the Tigers. DJ Khaled, and another one. And another one for the Tigers. Hopefully more of our teams in Tiger Nation can make that happen. We got soccer in action, boys playing well, girls being competitive. We got tennis out there in action tonight. I don't know how they ended up. We're going to see our first look at the football team on Thursday in 3 days, if I do my math correctly. Two-time defending state champion football team. They're going up to face Benilde St. Margaret's. A lot of good things happening in Tiger Nation. A lot of good things happening with a lot of great athletes, great fans, best fans in the world, if you ask me. Love to see it. But I appreciate you all tuning in to this Tiger Nation broadcast covering Stewartville volleyball. I'm Adam Petersohn, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next broadcast, whether that's football or volleyball. I'm not sure. Just stay tuned. A lot of excitement surrounding this Stewartville athletic community. Thanks for tuning in. And Dan, if you're out there still listening, I hope we made you proud.